Our beloved True Child is going to lead us from Cochise in the pledge.
Thank you so much, everybody, for having me. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Please be seated. We're going to spend the next 15 minutes. We're going to have some of our sponsors and supporters come and talk to you for a minute. You need to know who these people are. They are advocating for you, fighting for you, and dare anybody to say anything bad about you. All right? Always trying to figure out how to make things better for educators. So our first supporter and family member is Colonel Childs. Colonel Childs from Fort Huachuca. He is the garrison commander.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm Colonel Mike Childs, Garrison Commander, Fort Huachuca. I've actually had the great pleasure to have a chance to meet several of you already, and I'm just so thankful to be here today. This is a real treat for me, especially coming from even a family of educators myself. So I really am so proud to be in this room. I have a few opening remarks, and then I'm going to linger around for a little bit throughout the day. If anyone wants to kind of talk to me sidebar. But thank you very, very much for having me. So good morning, everybody, distinguished guests, educators, and community leaders. Just truly an honor to join today at the 9th Annual Innovations in Education Conference. And I'm always grateful for opportunities like this to connect with the leaders in the room and celebrate the incredible work that you all do. And strengthen the partnerships that are so vital to our shared success. As Garrison Commander of Fort Huachuca, I want to begin by expressing my deep appreciation for the educators that are here today. Like soldiers, you answered that calling deep inside to serve others, and you are shaping the minds and the values of the next generation. And your work directly impacts not only this community, but also our nation. And I just think you all should give yourself a round of applause. Your dedication to our students, it mirrors and aligns with the Army values that U.S. soldiers live by every single day: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. That's the touchstone that we live by every single day, and I know that you all do as well. And these shared values are what makes our partnership so meaningful and so impactful. It's why I'm thankful to be here with such incredible and selfless servant leaders. It just speaks to my heart. At Fort Huachuca, we're proud of the role that our soldiers and our units that play in supporting the local schools through our Partners in Education program. We're privileged to volunteer, support, and engage with the schools both on and off post. When given the opportunity, our soldiers bring unique skills and perspectives, which can contribute to STEM education, leadership development, problem solving, creative thinking, and physical fitness. And these efforts not only support our students' growth, but also strengthen the bond between the fort and the community. And I'm thankful for the key leaders and educators who have engaged with me over the last few months, and I think that we're starting to gain some irreversible momentum. Looking to the future, I'm eager to expand our partnerships and find new ways to collaborate, and several units have already expressed a desire to do more with the students and teachers alike, and we're exploring more ways to integrate in our community. One initiative we're excited about is the development of a Day in the Life program, which will give students and educators the opportunity to experience the Army story firsthand. By spending a day on the installation, observing the work that our soldiers do, engaging with the Army mission, it's just the Army mission is very wide and diverse, and we really just love telling that story, showing just all the various components that we need to make our machine work. And so we want to show the Fort's unique ecosystem and mission-oriented tasks that both soldiers and civilians alike perform to protect and secure our mission. We think this is how we can show students why their education is so valuable and relevant, albeit through an Army lens. We want to ultimately provide a look at a potential future where their skills and talents could be applied in a meaningful way and help students gain valuable insights into the diverse career opportunities that the Army offers. If nothing else, we can show a glimpse into Army life and provide a chance for students and educators to meet their neighbors on the other side of the fence. And if that's all we accomplish, then that's okay too, because your people are our people. We're one and the same. We're also exploring career readiness opportunities for high school students, whether through internships, mentorship programs, or hands-on training in areas like cybersecurity, communications, logistics. We just want to help students prepare for their futures by exposing them to skills, skills and disciplines that are critical to national security and success, and we aim to inspire their ambitions and broaden their understanding of potential career paths in the military community. And our ultimate goal is to strengthen the connection between Fort Huachuca and the local education community. We believe that by working together, we can provide transformative experiences for students, empower educators with tools and insights, and create opportunities that benefit all of us. Education is the foundation of a strong community, for sure, and we're committed to supporting it in every way that we possibly can. So thank you for welcoming me here today, for the incredible work that you do to inspire and guide our students. I have 3 children myself that are kind of young and various, they're all 3 years spaced apart. I actually have a kid in every school in Fort Huachuca. So I am totally involved in what's going on, and I see, the impact that you have on my children every single day. I'm just from the bottom of my heart, I'm so thankful for this community, this particular brand of educators that we have in this area. I'm just so incredibly blessed. So I look forward to continuing the partnership, building a brighter future together, and I'm truly blessed and excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Colonel Charles. And I also want to thank you for Fort Huachuca hosting our next Teacher of the Year. That's going to be on Fort Huachuca on TMAC on the 3rd of May. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an affair where you get to dress up a little bit in the evening. So get ready for that. Thank you, sir, for making that happen. I called and said we didn't have a big enough venue because our teachers, we have a lot of them, and I called him, and before I knew it, TMAC was calling me. All right, so that's what type of relationship we have with Fort Huachuca. Also, Colonel said that he would start having tours later. I hope I'm not putting those. Look at, he's going like this, okay? There's going to be tours on Fort Huachuca. The thing is, I told him that Fort Huachuca is a place where nobody goes. It's like it's a fortress with a, moat around it, and no one can get in, and we don't know what's there and on there. So he's going to work with his people, and we're going to have tours, and then we're also going to show you some job opportunities for your spouses maybe. We need to really connect with the fort, so you're going to see those things. And lastly, Colonel's daughter is on our Student Advisory Council. We have a Student Advisory Council countywide who's going to be presenting to the State Board of Education some of the issues that are happening in Cochise County. Good and bad. One of them, bullying, so that they're going to do a bullying campaign. And his daughter doesn't know, but I didn't even know it was his daughter. She was very assertive and opinionated, and I thought this would be the best person to handle our money, because we're getting $20,000 for our Student Advisory Council by way of SSBDC, who is so these kids are going to do the initiative. They're going to get T-shirts. We're going to go on a charter bus to Phoenix, and we're going to get a hotel, and we're going to just do some great things for Cochise County, and that's because of our partners. So with that snap of the finger, snap. Let's go ahead and have Chiricahua up here. Woohoo!
All right, good morning. I'm Dennis Walto. I'm the Chief of External Affairs at Chiricahua Community Health Centers. I'm also the Executive Director of our very new Chiricahua Health Foundation. I'm here this morning to share a little bit with you about books. But before I do, we all know that it's the beginning of the year, right? And New Year's resolutions are abound. We've all had them, made them. They're just surrounding us everywhere. And I just wanted to share with you that yesterday I realized that I kept every single 2024 resolution that I made. Every single one. How do I know that? I found it in the bottom of my desk yesterday in a folder. I kept every single one of them. It's amazing. All right, dad jokes. Sorry. So books. That's what I'm here to talk about. And although we will be making a more formal event and announcement in the forthcoming weeks, I wanted to share with you some very exciting news. Together with Cochise ESA, we wanted you to know that Chiricahua will be making available more than 2,500 children's books to support reading across Cochise County beginning in about 3 weeks. 2,500 books. These books are for you, they're for our partners, they're to be distributed to kids all around the county, and we are thrilled to be able to do that. I'm not sure if you know this, but for the last 10 years or so, every time a child goes into a Chiricahua clinic, whether it's for a well child visit or if they're sick, they leave with a book. That's part of what we do at Chiricahua. They leave with a book. And many times, it's not just them who leave with a book, but their brother or their sister, sometimes their mom and their dad, or their grandma leaves with a book too. Because at Chiricahua, we love books. We love books. And thanks to a very generous donation by one of our very special donors, we have capacity to share the love, and so we're going to be sharing it with businesses, schools, with you, and with all the partners who are part of Reading Across Cochise County. It is our greatest goal and our promise to each one of you here today and in perpetuity, that when a child goes to a Chiricahua clinic, they come out healthy and ready to learn. That is our job, and that is our promise to you. We want kids to be healthy and ready to learn, and reading is such a fundamental part of that journey. So again, look for a formal announcement in the next couple of weeks. We'll do a bit of a photo op with Jackie Clay and all the pallets and boxes of books we're going to be distributing. It's just one way that we can work together. You know, together we thrive, and it really takes a village. So we're very happy to be a part of that. I'm going to close today with just one more reflection about another New Year's resolution, and that this year I resolved that I am going to stop procrastinating. I am going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to start that any day now. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Chiricahua. And as you know, our third graders' reading level is still not where it needs to be. And it's not just the educators' issue, it's the community's issue. So we have all these businesses around Cochise County, you'll see these books in there, and they get a little membership card, and they get prizes from the organizations or the businesses, et cetera, et cetera. And you know, we went to Chiricahua, and we wanted to just give them books that we used the $10,000 for, and then he turns around and said, no, here are pallets of books. Go ahead and give those out. So this is how together we thrive. And I would say that we also, Reading Across Cochise County was a brainchild of my office in Fort Huachuca. So again, all the things that you're hearing today is not what we're doing alone. It's what we're doing with our community. So, did you have to say something? Teachers don't you have kids like that in your class? See? Now you know how he was, right? Really? Yeah. I think we have more. One more. Go back one, please. Silver Springs, SSBEC. I got something for you later. SSBEC, next, one more. All right. One of our biggest fans and biggest supporters, not only for our office, but I'm sure a lot of you have received some grants from SSBEC. So I'm going to have them come up and talk for a minute.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kristen Gray. I am from Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. Primarily, I work with the grant section and youth programs, supporting all of the education and youth programs that we at Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative support, fund, and promote. I'd like to talk a little bit about what those programs are. We have three main flagship programs. One is our Washington Youth Tour. That is open to students in the 11th grade. And every year we send 9 to 15 students, all expenses paid, to Washington, D.C. to learn about our government and electric cooperatives. The second flagship program we have are our scholarship programs. Those are open to students in the 12th grade. They are not merit-based. We don't even ask for a GPA on the application. So it is worth, if you're a high school teacher, to start honing those students to write well, to submit their applications, start putting those little plugs in the 9th grade so that they're aware that these programs exist. Then the final flagship program we have is our YES Fair. That's our Youth Engineering and Science Fair. That's coming up at the end of February, February 24th through 28th. How many of you know about the YES Fair? Ooh, that's not nearly enough hands. So now all of you can say, we know about the YES Fair. Now you know. The YES Fair is extremely important in our region. It is the only regional science fair south of Tucson. We provide about $50,000 worth of cash awards and prizes to the students, and teachers and mentors are also eligible for the cash awards and prizes. This is a program that we find really supports students and teachers and really gives appreciation for something that primarily doesn't get a lot of recognition. The sports teams, they're the superstars, right? But what about our science kids? What about our engineers? They need recognition, and this is one of the ways we do it. Now, a lot of you are familiar with the grant program. The grant program is available for educational entities and teachers. Now, this year there has been some changes. Entity grants are going to be done in 2 phases. They are this year up to $40,000 in phase 1, and in phase 2, they're up to $40,000, and entities can also apply for a one-time grant of up to $150,000. There is going to be one jumbo grant given, not multiple. Last year, our grant program gave out almost $720,000 to support educational entities and teachers in our service territory. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative loves teachers and education. We are here to support you. We know you work hard, and we want to make sure that you are appreciated and know that a whole community behind you supports you, loves you, and wants you to succeed. So, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative Foundation is funded by expired capital credits. How many of you know that SSVEC is a not-for-profit organization? About a third of you. So when you pay your electric bill, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative is not-for-profit, meaning every year our profit margin is examined, and if we have made more, or if we have collected more than what is deemed necessary to fund the business, we refund that money back to the members in the form of capital credits. If someone moves out of our service territory and we can't find them to return those capital credits, those are transferred to the foundation. And that's what funds all these amazing programs that we have. Now, speaking of funding, last year in 2024, we funded Jackie with her leadership program, $20,000. And we also funded a second program of hers, the $20,000 for community share. Thank you, Cynthia. The community share program, which all of you are going to benefit from. And I'm sure she's going to have some information on our website about community share and the leadership program. Now, we have one more piece of exciting news. We are also funding the Cochise Education Foundation. Our grant program for teachers has gotten too big for us to manage, and so we have donated money to the Cochise Education Foundation to help facilitate the funding of these mini grants. What do you think that give me a number. What do you think we funded this year? shout something out. How much? Keep going. 70? Keep going. Keep going. Almost. We funded $180,000 for the Cochise Education Foundation this year. And the Cochise Education Foundation is here to support you, teachers, because they care about you, teachers, and they want to make sure that you are honored, and you are thought of, and you are funded the way you need to be. So give yourselves a big hand. I'm going to turn this back over to Jackie. Give yourselves a great big hand. That wasn't nearly enough applause for yourself. Thank you, Jackie. Oh, Vista. Sorry about that. Could I get everybody that is a member of Cochise Education Foundation board to come up?
If you are a friend of CEF or on the CEF board, would you please come up? We have our president here, Madam President, which is Vista Phelps from the Center for Academic Success. We have more, they're not up here yet, but here you go. Vista, Madam President. Thank you so much. This is what partnerships do. And while you're doing your job, the Calgary Superintendent's Office is doing their job supporting and advocating for education. So with that, he's not here. I just want to let you know, I told him that I was going to talk about him because he does it to me when I miss his stuff. So I'll go. Look at that face. Okay. Sheriff Daniels is amazing. He is the one that when we first started the safety initiative where we got $1.5 million for school safety, everyone else and every sheriff in this state took that money and told the schools what to do. Sheriff Daniels was the only one who said, that's not my gig. Jackie, is yours. And I said, it's not mine, it's the superintendent's. Okay, so we got together. We figured out the best vendor, and we have most of our schools, all of our schools, mapped. We have the panic, not panic button yet, but we have all the things that we need to keep our schools safe, and we have other things that we're doing too. But it started with this gentleman right here. And when people around the state said, you better not go with what we wanted, because just about everybody in the state wanted another vendor. Sheriff Daniels came to me and said, Jackie, is this what you want? I said, this is what we want. He said, that's it. We had lobbyists call us, we were being bullied, but guess what? He stood his ground for us. And because of that, well, you know that's how he is, right? So I just want you, anytime you see him, just tell him thank you. He is a big part of education. So let's go ahead and give my brother a hand. First of all, I'd like to thank my staff who has to work with me and deal with me. I am not a very easy person to work with, even though because of you all the time, you need to come in the house and see how it is. It is a little bit, I'd say, challenging. Okay, let's stop it. And it's because we're a small office and we do a lot of work. And we have big dreams for you guys, not for us. We live for one purpose. Our breath and everything that we are has to do with you. That's why we exist. So this office works really hard to support a county that's just as big as Connecticut and Rhode Island. Some of our schools, one of our schools is, 2 hours away. I had to do a swearing in at Bowie, 2 hours for 15 minutes, and then 2 hours back, okay? But that's what we do. But I want to thank my staff. And staff, would you go ahead and raise your hand, please? You got some, they're all over the place. You got one there, you got there, you got... Just give them a hand clap, because they got some over there, okay, Cindy and everybody. We have so many people that's helping. It is not just me, I promise you. And I'm not the smartest person in the world. It's just that I have a lot of smart and passionate people around me. And they say, hey, let's do this, let's do that. And you teachers, you call me, we need to do this, we need to do that. And that's what makes us so unique in Cochise County. Because together we thrive. So with that, I would like to bring up a couple of people. We're not going to read their certificates, but we want to recognize some of these people who helped us. SSVEC, Christian Graves, as I call you, just come on up. American Southwest Credit Union, just stay there. Freeport McMoran. If you see that big old orange vehicle out there that says New Crossroads, that was donated to us by them, and we're getting that retrofitted with computers so that we can go across the county for our students in that school to make sure they get all the things that they need. Rita Lloyd Mills from Freeport, is she here? I don't know, but I'm going to call her out. Legacy Foundation of Southeast Arizona. And Margaret Hepburn, if she's here. If she's not, she is one of my many mentors. It's really great to have a lot of strong women. You know, we have strong men, but with me, it's very important to have strong women around me who will tell me about myself when needed. She's one of them, just like Veda is another one. Miss Veda is another one. She'll call me and she'll say, I want to talk to you. I'm like, but we all need those type of people around us. Arizona G&T Cooperative, Helios Foundation, Chiricahua Community Health Center, Sheriff Daniels and the Office of the Sheriff, Elaine McFall, Sierra Vista African American Community Coalition, Rabbi Shimpa, I want you to take a look at why we thrive. We have, Rabbi Shemkov isn't here, okay? And Elaine McFall, but she is here. So you see the African American Community Coalition in Shabbat of Cochise County. Anytime there's a cultural event, what we're going to do, we're going to let you guys know, let your students know, we're going to give your students a certificate from the county superintendent's office anytime they attend any type of cultural event in Cochise County. So I thank, and her other name is Queen, I thank you for all that you do. Sheriff's Office, I thank you for all that you do. Or a whole lot. Okay. Chiricahua, oh my goodness, thank you. Legacy, we could not do a lot of things without Legacy. Again, another person that cheers us on and gives us money when we need it. And I had a, you guys are awesome. All I have to do sometimes is just say, listen, I have this problem. I need $20,000 really quick, or I'm going to lose somebody. Okay, that happened, and Miss Margaret, I didn't even have to go to the board. She stood before the board for me because we were going to lose one of our personnel because we lost the grant, and we needed that person. She understood. I didn't have to do anything to give her a little bit of bull. She said, I got this. Okay, and of course, SSVEC. We could not do this without our partners. So thank you very much. Please give them all a hand. Quick. Okay, thank you very much. Let's give them a hand, please. And I want to thank again Cynthia Cynthia Myers, last night when we were getting things together at around 7 o'clock, I said, you've outgrown me. She's not, I never outgrow you. You know, I've been doing this for 9 years, and this is the first year that she was like, she didn't let, it was like, I got this, I pooped. And I said, so you outgrowing me? So she has done 99% of everything that you see here. All I did very little. So we are very blessed to have a leader who's transformational, who will just take a piece of dirt and make a skyscraper out of it, and who loves education. So please give Cynthia Myers a hand. Okay. Thank you so much. Again, together we thrive with these organizations. These organizations are organizations who are education friendly. So please, if you see any of them, please tell them thank you. And if you get the Mustang Mall, that's out in the middle of nowhere. They are amazing, and we have a retired teacher who owns the business there. If you go, it's a gas station, and it's like a gas station with stores, and it has a lot of good food in it, et cetera, et cetera. So if you go by there, give them a hug from me. But together we thrive. We thank all of our sponsors. All right. See her face? See how she's looking at me? All right, so our keynote could not be here. But as teachers, what's our motto? We can make it. Or we're going to say we can make it work. We can make it work. We can make it. Okay, so here I am. You got me. So Cynthia said, you got these many minutes. It's not that many, what, 15? So what she's going to do, when I have 5 minutes, she's going to get in my face and do this. And I know you have students in your classroom where you tell them, hey, 5 minutes before go and let me know, because all of you who like to talk a lot, like me, I know who you are, you peoples, I know who you are, that's me. So I need Cynthia to keep me started, keep me grounded. So what I'm going to do is quickly talk to you about something that I have a concern about. The concern is about me, but the concern is about you too. Leading at the speed of love. Is love fast, guys? It's slow. A lot of times when you go to the airport, they tell you, when you're on an airplane, they say, put the mask on first, then put it on your kid, or whoever, right? But what do we do as leaders? We're asking everybody else, are you okay? Make sure you take care of yourself. Okay? We are doing the things that we should do. We need to take care of ourselves first. Again, love takes time. And love is not weak. Y'all know you always hurt the one you love by mistake. Okay? Love is not weak. Love is really strong. And it is the most challenging thing that we have to master as leaders, because we can't get angry fast. We need to look at the perspectives. And if we cannot lead well if we can't love well. But you can't love well if you are not taking care of yourself. I know half of you got up this morning, drank your coffee, or took your shower, and bam, out the door. Wrong. You got to take some time, even in the morning. Next slide. We're going to talk about leading with love really quick. Snap. Keep going. How many people, either your students or your co-workers or the people who work for you, how many of them just makes you irritated? I mean, their voices does something to the hair on the back of your neck. You know, you're like, you're just ready, right? And you're like, see, my people. You have to treat people with respect and empathy regardless of how you feel. regardless if you think they're lazy, we talk about, let's talk about it, it's everybody. Husband, wives are never lazy, so I'm not going to. But just think about it across the board. It involves demonstrated commitment and well-being and growth to others. It's one of our service leader tenets. But how can we do it if we're busy all the time? How can we do it when we're doing all this all the time? Things are going to slip. I don't have time. Are you too busy? Are you too busy? I know. It can undermine your ability to lead, guys. If we're constantly rushing, we're going to miss opportunities to really have deep relationships. It's one of those, you have the history, you have, my thing is, it's really quick, but you want your relationship to be rooted and deep. But sometimes they say, I don't want to do perception. Do we really need it? How you feel? I really do. I'm so glad you're here. Frantic pace can lead to superficial interactions. Think of your bosses, but think about teachers, how you deal with your kids. Okay? I can talk to you about this because I'm still growing and living and struggling this right now. Even this morning, I'm like, oh my goodness. Even Bibi had said, you're going to give this, because we're trying to get everything done. But because I took the time before I came here. I sat, I drank my coffee, read a devotional, I sat and I thought about all of you. What I was going to do, how I was going to do it. I didn't care what time it was. I had to do that because I wanted to be the best for all of you. Self-neglect, you get kind of emotional and crazy, okay? Tired. Is that happening? I just want you to do some self-reflection here because it's happening to me. I have a pad by my bed. I get up at 3 and write things. I get up early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I think, like, are you kidding me? Like, guess what? It was 4. I said, because I can't think because there's so much in my head. How many of you, so much in your head, so many things going on with your kids, so many things going on with what the Department of Education wants you to do and what your bosses want you to do. And you got a kid, you don't know if he's going to come to school, and you got a kid who you don't want to come to school. I mean, all these different things, right? All these different things going on. But your busyness is going to erode this right here, your servant leadership, which is rooted in patience, presence, and a genuine commitment to well-being of others. You gotta make it work somehow. Why do you struggle to hit the pause button, guys? You know what? We try to outwork work, don't we? If I just had more time. But you work more, you can work more, but you can't outwork work. You can't outwork work, guys. You can't do it. You send out emails, got them all done, what's gonna happen, 15 minutes later? You got more emails. You send out those texts, what's going to happen? Before you finish this, what's happening? You get more texts. Check the boxes does not settle the issues. Because it does what? So what I'm telling you is, I know you're saying, I need a little bit more time, you can't outwork work. All you can do is get yourself settled and say, I am going to take 15 or 20 minutes before I go to work. And I'm going to take one day out of the week, maybe an hour, I don't want anybody talking. Okay, you may say that can't happen. I've been doing that with my family forever. I know all my kids are gone, but when I get up in the morning, I don't want to look at TV. I don't want to talk to anybody. I go to a room and I sit there for a minute. Okay? And I think about today. Next slide. Why is it a challenge for you to slow down, guys? I don't know. Everybody has their own story.
Too much to do.
Here we go. But can you outwork work?
No.
If you try to work if you're too hurried, you cannot take care of them babies and those little souls. And sometimes we hurt those little souls by mistake. And I'm going to talk to you about the administrators. Sometimes you hurt those teachers by mistake. They're looking at you for some compassion and I don't got time, I got help. Right? All right? So now you're going to hurt their feelings. They're going to go on, and 2 years later, remember that time? You don't even know. You understand? Oh, and let's not talk about the kids. They're going to run from you when they older. Remember that lady, she mean girl. And you don't even know what you did. Right? Right? So all I'm saying is, because of hurry, I get this thing out, okay? Okay, because of hurry, we hurt a lot of people. Business and hurry is incompatible with love. These are the things, I know you've seen them before. Guys, I'm not going to read them, but love does not keep a score of who did wrong. We can't do that as leaders. We have to love, even when people don't love us. We have to love back. We're not supposed to get irritable. We always should believe, hopeful, endures in every circumstances. We never give up. We're not jealous, boastful, proud, or rude. Sometimes that happens, though. So that's why you need the time in the morning and say, man, what did I do yesterday? Oh man, I ripped out so many eyeballs yesterday. Now I got to go and say sorry. Okay, I did this to a student. Let me get it. If you don't do it, you're going to leave casualties behind, and you won't know them until years later. Love never fails, because if it failed, it was never love. Next slide. Go ahead and do them all. 1, 3, just do them all. Flip. So I have somebody on my back right here who stink eye. All right, and we have something to do right here. Okay, so Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. Position 1. Level 1 is people follow you because they have to. That's the lowest level of leadership. The lowest. I don't like you, but I gotta get paid. I'm gonna do what you say. I don't like you, but I need this A, so whatever you say, I'm going to do. Okay, level 2, people follow you because they want to. Level 3, people follow you because of what you did for the organization. Level 4, people follow you for what you have done for them. But the highest level of leadership is those that follow you because of you. They're doing it because they don't want you to be upset with them. They don't want to feel that they let you down. That is the highest level of leadership. And the only way that type of leadership exists is if there's a relationship between you and whoever you are leading. Whether it's your family, whether it's kids, whether you're an administrator, that is the highest level of love. I don't have to learn for that. I don't have to learn to make time, guys. Because we got to stick together as a community. And we have to love each other fiercely and deal with each other. I got issues, y'all got them too. All right? But we love each other. Next slide. How does busyness and hurry affect communication? You don't pay attention. Your messages are jacked up, you're short. Next slide. You're stressful. And you know that when you're stressful, your staff is stressful? Do you know that when you're stressful in your classroom, it affects your kids? So now you done created a culture of stress because you're too what? Busy. Reflection. When you're busy in a hurry, you might respond the wrong way. How many of you done that? Next slide. I thought you said, oh, you don't like me, oh, I'm the guy. Whatever. Okay, because what organization, it affects everything. When communication is rushed, there's a higher chance of misinterpretation. Nonverbal cues, tone of voice, contact might be overlooked, leading to misunderstanding. A lot of you may have problems in your schools because of a misunderstanding. Your administrators love you. They don't hate you, but they may not have enough time for them to be busy. All right? So we all are in that same category, guys. I don't have the answers. All I wanted to do was bring that to your attention. So with that, I need 7 volunteers right quick. Can I have 7 volunteers up here before I pick them, please? Okay. I love this one. Okay, so you ever heard of when you talk to somebody and when you get to the end, we're not going to do that. Here. Oh, well, I did that before. All right. Okay, we're going to do something different. All right. Everybody in this line will not turn. They will look straight. Everybody else will be quiet. What's going to happen is the person in front of you, the person behind you is going to tap you on the shoulder, and they're going to show you something. And you got to do what they just did. Okay? All right. And then at the end, somebody can tell me what I was doing. You ready? You got to watch the person before you attempt to do it. does to us. I gave one message, but by the time it got in, what was it? I don't even know what that was. How many times have you talked to a parent and a student said something and you said, I didn't. Okay, or how many times administrator talked to us, that's not what I meant. Okay, we have to slow down. Snap. Okay, I want you to breathe, take time to rest before the day starts. I want you to put on your oxygen mask and place it on before you do others. Take time out of your busyness and hurry in the morning before you go to work. Sit on your porch or a favorite place. Find a place, find a weekly rhythm in your time to rest. Block out 3 hours a week. I know you're saying you can't, but if you don't, it's equivalent to the water being turned on in your mountains, and I'm saying, why don't you turn the water off? And you're saying, because I don't have time. You understand that? We have to take the time to turn the water off instead of doing this all the time. I don't have it. And I'm frustrated with myself. Because sometimes I'll go to work and something will happen and I'm not happy. And my unhappiness spreads. And that's wrong. That's wrong. I want you to get your family on board. If you want to change, tell your family. Okay? Tell them. Okay. I know it's hard for the little ones, okay? But figure it out, guys. I want you to engage in strategies to unhurry. Down. Slow, then go. Understand? Slow, then go. Next slide. So, your mission is to take purposeful time today, okay, to lead at the speed of love. You cannot love if you're hurt, and you cannot beat hurt. Everybody understand? Okay, I'm just proud. So thank you so much. I love you guys. Listen, I need you guys to take pictures. As many pictures as possible. I think that's one more thing to say. But I need y'all to take pictures and send them to my email, okay?
Okay, everybody. So if I tell you that I had 10 presenters in a matter of 36 hours calling on that they were sick, I have managed to plug every role, but I will let you know that in breakout room 1206 and 1207, you're going to have a different presenter in that room, okay? And we have also added Ron Reddick's creation ships, which will be in Art 411. So if you would like to do that, you can go to 411. There'll be a breakout session in each room. The ones in 1206 and 1207 are not going to be the presenter that's on the page.
And there you have it, folks. This is live at the Innovations in Education Conference today, till 4 o'clock at Cochise College Sierra Vista campus. This event is a unique opportunity to explore the latest trends, technologies, and strategies transforming education today. Teachers and educators, administrators from all over Cochise County, presented by the Cochise County School Superintendent Office, Jackie Clay, and her staff.